shows you that not all the Armenians can dominate. But of course they have got Martirosyan out front, yet to start. Martirosyan posting 1:95 as his opener. Polovnikov of Russia, 200. And 40 seconds. Well, 2 attempts, David, and effectively the same mistake on both attempts. So again, one of your coaching moments, please.
I was just relaxing overhead.
Coming down to 10 seconds. 8.
That's better. The clean was much better now. Come on. Step through. No.
When the clock was running down there to 7 or 8 seconds, you sensed, David, that he wasn't confident. He wasn't really believing himself. So next up, it'll be the Frenchman, Benjamin Hennequin. And pretty important for him because he's fighting for a place for Beijing. Now, last night in the men's 77 kilo class, his teammate from a B group, Giovanni Bardis, did pretty well, total 335. And this is what he's got to do. He's really got to capitalise on the moment because the French aren't certain whether they've got 2 or 3 men through at the moment. Dabaya will definitely take 1 place. Hennequin, who was 4th in Europe last year, actually managed 5 out of 6, and when he totaled 361, that was his personal best. At the moment, he's on 353, and showed us last year he was capable of 199.
He did well, actually, to hold on to that first one, because I don't know if you noticed, but he cleaned it, and it was across the windpipe, and he almost went, but he managed to sort of get himself back and finish the lift off.
So now this is Intagram Tire of Azerbaijan. Second attempt. Thought the first one was pretty decent. 193 is his weight on the bar. This is a 3 kilo increase.
To another personal best.
And takes him up to 350. Just a kilo behind Andrej Kultik of Slovakia. And weighed in at 84 kilos 43, so actually goes into first place in the clean and jerk by virtue of lighter body weight over Benjamin Hennequin. He's got, that's Zyrov, has got 1 attempt left. Hennequin has 2. Is at Inche on the stage now, has 2 attempts left in this clean and jerk phase. And he's actually a little bit heavier. That's one of the reasons why he's put the bar to 194. So this for the lead in the clean and jerk. And the overall lead, 4 kilos more than his previous lift, would take him to 362 as a total. Well, the clean was far from convincing, David.
Yeah, all the Turks and all the Bulgarians are down, aren't they?
Well, we got an email in earlier in the day from Emma, and she was a lady called Emma, didn't actually give us her other name, but she was saying why the medals for continental Europe and not so many for Great Britain. But I could actually perhaps address it in a different way. Why are we getting, you know, medals now for Italy and France and Spain? Well, because the playing field basically is a lot more level. It's not fully level, but it's a lot more level thanks to the efforts of the World Anti-Doping Agency and their out-of-competition random testing. As you probably heard, the Greeks with a disgraceful total of 11 positive tests in anti-doping random out-of-competition testing. 194 kilos from Markov, just suggesting that he's still a force to be reckoned with. I suppose if there is a consolation from that appalling news that came from Greece, David, is the fact that they caught them. And they will be suitably punished. It is technically sub judice at the moment because the B samples have not, or at least the results of the B samples have not come back. But
that's one thing I don't quite understand. I thought the ruling was that you didn't say anything until the B samples were tested.
Well, they haven't.
Because if let's say the B samples are tested now and they all came back negative, then the Greeks have missed out on this championship. And even if they come back negative, their names have still been tainted, haven't they? So you have to kind of get it.
They have not been named. They've not been named.
The Greek team.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a brain surgeon, do you?
No.
Come on.
In check. No.
No, it's not there.
It's, I'm afraid he's fallen back into habits of olden times there. And in check, he's going to have to be satisfied with the bronze medal that he got in the snatch phase. He's on 3:58 in second position at the moment, but he's not going to hang on to that for too much longer. Georgi Markov leading the overall competition at the moment with a total of 361. Zyrov, Enequin, Zyrov, I was going to say, in second place in the clean and jerk rankings, and Hennequin in third place, but Markov coming out for his third and final attempt, just putting it up a single kilo to give him a total of 362.
He did well, actually, because he just pulled on the 191, if you remember. Succeeded with 94 quite convincingly. So
yeah, but
he's got a chance of this, actually.
Yeah, but it's still, David, 3 kilos down on what he did last year in Strasbourg, and that's when he finished 5th in Europe. So it's not, at the end of the day, unless something untoward happens and everybody else fails, it's not going to be worth either a clean and jerk medal or indeed an overall medal. Fair play.
Might be a bronze overall. Could be a bronze overall if he just needs a bit of luck, doesn't he?
Well, Martyrossian still to start. Polovnikov of Russia still to start. Hennequin is the man who's really got to make this count. Kutlik as well.
No, I think this could be a bronze overall, unless the Frenchman's got something special.
Well, here's Kutlik, 196 kilos on the bar. And Kutlik, this is a 5 kilo increase, so this will take him up to 356, which means he'd have to really go some to overtake Markov. I take your point there, but Hennequin on 193, David, he would have perhaps an outside chance of getting at Markov.
Well, he'd need 202, wouldn't he? Or 20. He's heavier, so actually he'd need 203. Can't see him doing that, but yeah, time will tell. This man took some unusual jumps in the snatch phase, didn't he? 50, 53, 60. Jump 3, then jump 7. Very strong.
And
good leg strength. Really jumps up out of the cleans when you consider that's nearly sort of 430 odd pounds. So 5 out of 6 so far.
Can't be 5 out of 6 because he's still got a lift. Oh, I see what you mean. He hasn't taken his 6th lift.
No.
So 5 out of 5.
I did say so far.
You mean 5 out of 5?
5 out of 5.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. You mean 100%?
Yeah.
Right. So Kutlik with 3:56 leads the way, in charge of the clean and jerk. Markov down into, well, still down into second place in the clean and jerk, but still leading overall on 3:62. And now Zaidov. 3 kilo increase. Now Zaidov weighed in at 84.43, so this is for first place in the clean and jerk.
And another personal best. We did 2 personal bests, didn't he? 190, 193. It was just a few kilos too far.
So the bar going up to 197. Yeah, and Zairov very much at the early stages of his career for Azerbaijan. Anakin. Depends how the French Federation and their National Olympic Committee look at the results. Because Giovanni Bardis finishing in 5th place, and he was 20 kilos off the bronze medal yesterday. Henneken's got to have it in his mind that after Debayer, he's got to try and be the next best Frenchman.
Better clean. And a good jerk as well.
Yeah, feet in line and stationary. Good lift. 3 white lights.
So maybe that 203 is possible.
So Anakin, top of the clean and jerk standings, 3:57. Georgi Markov, 3:62. But as you rightly said, David, Anakin, who is actually today heavier than Georgi Markov. So to get the better of the Bulgarian, it's got to be up to 2:03. So he's come off stage, and of course you have to nominate your next weight within 30 seconds. That was designed to speed things up. All it's actually done, David, is to make people put it up a kilo and then they change anyway. So I'm not sure.
Doesn't speed things up at all.
Not sure. No. Yeah, because it's become a sort of standard rule, isn't it? Well, you just say, well, put it up a kilo. And there you can see at the bottom there, Tigran Martirosyan has put it up to 200, so he's gone shoulder to shoulder with Polovnikov of Russia. So that would suggest to me, David, that the warm-up has gone well. We haven't seen too much of him in the back room, but Kutlik now, and Kutlik going 199. So obviously this will put him into the lead in the clean and jerk rankings. It will take him though to 359.
Put him into second
overall. Yeah, he's 4th at the moment. But 2 men yet to start, the big 2. So Kutlik for Slovakia. And you can see the clock just coming down to 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. How tight was that?
Six out of 6 then.
Yeah, well done. A few palpitations from the coach there. good little sequence from Andrei Kudlik. Very seasoned campaigner at the age of 31, but you can't complain. 6 out of 6, and I can't remember him doing 6 out of 6 for an awful long time. Not in recent, certainly not for 3 years, not on a major championship stage. So, bar to 200 now for these men who weighed in at just under 85 kilos. So these are significant weights that they're trying to lift now.
Ferocious.
Polovnikov now. First attempt at 200 kilos. Carries forward 168 from the first half.
It's good on this, very strong. I think there's going to be a fight here, David.
Yeah, absolutely. He did 210 in the Nationals this season earlier on. 216, we understand, is his best. He's been lifting for, this is his 8th season, started in 2000. His other sport that he's particularly keen on, but obviously doesn't specialize to the same degree, is judo. And there is a really good contingent of Armenians here, and a big cheer for Martirosyan, who's decided to go head-to-head with the Russian. 200 versus 200. Martirosyan weighed in at 83 kilos 57. He's lighter, so he's got that advantage, and he's got 4 kilos advantage over the Russian from the first phase. So I can only hope, David, that he's confident enough. This is one that he definitely feels he can get. Because if he fails here, well, suddenly the advantage sways to the Russian. Still Benjamin Hennekin in the wings for his third and final clean and jerk.
6 seconds. 5. Oh, he looks strong, doesn't he?
Yeah, pick that up easy, easy. Yeah, I'll give him that. 3 white lights. Do the 3 referees concur? They certainly do. So maintains his body weight and 4 kilo advantage over Polovnikov. This relatively new and inexperienced Russian, well, new largely to us. We knew him in the junior ranks when he got a junior world silver and won the junior Europeans back in 2005. Total up 365 kilos on that occasion. Already has 368. Now 200. So for Hennekin, this will take him to 360, but it will leave, as you suggested, David, Georgi Markov guaranteed with the overall bronze medal.
Yes, this is for a medal on the clean and jerk, isn't it? And a 4th place.
Yeah. And much closer to the action than his teammate from last night. So needs this. Come on, very good indeed. So 200 kilos for Benjamin Hennekin, 84 kilos, 78. And 3rd place in the clean and jerk, 4th overall, Georgi Markov of Bulgaria. Experience counting there, and he's going to get the overall bronze for Bulgaria. But it's all about now gold and silver. The 85 kilo championship comes down to this, David. 2 for the Russian, 2 for the Armenian. Have you got any more money in your pocket?
I think I owe you quite a lot already, don't I?
Absolutely, but you know, keep piling it on there. That's the situation. You can see there Martirosyan with that 4 kilo advantage. He earned that in the first half. He still has it now. He has the body weight advantage. Markov in 3rd place, 362. Hennekin, 360. Good result. Kudlik in 5th place, 6 out of 6. You can't complain. Hennekin with 360, did 361 actually in Strasbourg last year for 4th place.
So the bar's on 205. This to take the lead and put the pressure back onto Armenia.
Yes, and Martirosyan's taken exactly the same weight, so one can only presume that he's confident that he can go 205. If he can, it's all going to come down to the last lifts. Very strong overhead.
Pressure back on.
Yeah. Now, what Martirosyan's got to do, David, is, I think, he's got to get the 205 and then use the 4 kilos and body weight. But he's got to get the 205.
Yes, he has to get 205 to go back into the lead. This man still has 1 lift remaining.
Martirosyan with the best part of a minute, so on the stage and just sorting his belt out. Some do, some don't use weightlifting belts. Do's and don'ts.
Personal preference,
yeah.
Really. Some use knee bandages, some don't. Some use wrist bandages.
.30 seconds. That'd be quite something if the Armenian Martirosyan brothers can take 2 championships, the 69 kilo and this 85 kilo championship. But it's in the balance. 10 seconds now for Tigran. 8. Has a little look at the clock. Has to get moving. 3. Good, clean. Slides the arms out along the bar.
Oh, needs to hold.
The game is still on. Now.
So it's decision time now.
Well, Polovnikov is now 4 kilos and body weight.
Well, he's got to go to 210.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, this man's got to decide whether he's going to go to 210 as well, or whether he's going to...
No, he doesn't have to do that. Now, Polovnikov, if he goes to 210, David, well, they say he's got a personal best of 216. I don't think he can do anything like 216. Martirosyan going and puts the bar up to 206. What's your gut feeling, David? If Martirosyan should take, what, 206, 207, just make it that little bit more difficult.
Well, he's posted 210.
Yeah, I just wonder whether that, you know, Martirosyan might have played it the other way and used the 4 kilos and the body weight. Didn't need to. My gut feeling is he won't need 210.
No, well, if the Russian does this, then he does need 210.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have the choice of dropping the weight down to
exactly
206, which is all effectively that he'd need.
Well, that's the poker game, isn't it? That is exactly the poker game. Well, the championship's going to go to Russia or Armenia. Armenia lead the championship table in terms of medals. Polovnikov for Russia.
Cleans well. No.
No. Oh, no.
So Armenia have done it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to come out for the for the last lift.
Disappointing for me, David, is that, you know, in a funny sort of way, when they were challenging themselves like that, I really wanted to see him do it and then see whether Martirosyan could do it. I think Martirosyan might be a bit fortunate, you know. I'm not convinced that he would have gone to 210. But hey, it's all academic.
I think it's finished. I don't think he's going to bother. No,
well, why would he?
Why would he?
Yeah. So the Martirosyan brothers in this competition, Tigran V. Martirosyan, the older brother by some 5 years. He takes the 85 kilo championship, and his younger brother Tigran. There'll be some celebration for them and some celebration for the Armenians. Here the medals there. Martirosyan taking the gold medal by virtue of lighter body weight there over Polovnikov. Benjamin Enikin getting an excellent bronze there for France. Kutlik, 6 out of 6, but only worth 4th place, and that's been rather the history of his career so far. Georgi Markov down in 5th place, but he has the consolation of the overall bronze medal. And the Armenians, well, they're absolutely delighted. I'll bring you up to date with the medal table in a moment. 377 by 4 kilos and that lighter body weight. He gets the overall title. Markov gets another championship medal. Enikin finishes in 4th place with a kilo less than he had last year when he also finished 4th. So the medal ceremony to come. And Armenia now, pretty sure 11 golds, 2 silvers and a bronze. Russia, the next best, 6 golds.